Hi, Avanti. How are you doing today? Welcome to this live session. We are super excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Ruchi. I'm so excited to be here and to support this incredible cause. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm super excited to hear the submissions.
Thank you, Avanti. So for everybody, Avanti is an extremely versatile, multi-talented, singer, and not only singer, she does a lot of other things. We're going to talk a lot about it today. But she's agreed to be on the panel of judges for the Dream Voice, which is an online singing contest, which is launched by Vibha along with Anand Entertainment and Shankar Mahadevan Academy. So, please go ahead and put in your entries. 24th is the last date. So, again, we'll be talking about that a lot more in today's session of you having to enter your entries like right now. Okay, so Avanti, how has lockdown been treating you?
It's been interesting. I've been in the US for the past couple of years, and I was born in the US as well, and I've lived in India in between. But I had to come back to India in an emergency just to be with my family, and I'm very grateful I was able to do that. So, on one hand, I'm very blessed to be able to stay with family and have a roof over my head. On the other, of course, I'm sure lockdown and quarantine is crazy for everyone right now because it's just disrupted what we thought was our sense of normal. But for me, I'm very grateful as a singer and as an artist. It has allowed me to look inward and really work on my craft. And I have a bunch of projects coming up soon, so very excited about that. And I was also finishing up college. I graduate from Harvard on Thursday, so I'm excited about that.
I know,
Yeah,
congratulations on your graduation.
thank you.
So this is a good time bonding, with family, Avanti, and we've been seeing a lot of you bonding with your dad. So your dad's a tabla player, and you've been singing. I think that is just amazing. Your dad must be so proud of you.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing because my dad professionally is in the technology world, but he does play the tabla, on the side as a passion, and it's been a long time since we've been able to do these father-daughter jam sessions because we haven't lived together for the past few years. So it's been really nice, and I think that's his happy place. So gives me so much joy to see him happy and in that space. So yeah, I've loved being able to do that.
That's amazing. I cannot play the tabla for you, but is there anything that you've been singing and you really takes you back to memories with dad and so can you please sing something for us?
Yeah, totally. So there's a song that I love. It's called Lambi Judai, and it's by Reshma Ji. And I absolutely love that song. And I think it's very apt in this moment, especially, given separation and given everything going on. So I would love to sing a couple lines of that. Let me see if I can pull up a little track. I can. Perfect. Can you hear that?
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Okay. बिछड़े अभी तो हम बस कल परसों जीऊंगी मैं कैसे इस हाल में बरसों मौत ना आई मौत ना आई तेरी याद क्यों आई लंबी जुदाई 4 दिनों का प्यारो रब्बा बड़ी लंबी जुदाई लंबी जुदाई. Yeah, so just a couple lines, but I
That
think
it's
it's
so beautiful. It's so soulful.
yeah.
It's just it's like makes your heart cry, right?
Yeah, it's
I,
it's
you
am-
know,
it's amazing what the power of music can do, and it's so beautiful to see that. So it's amazing to see all support that too.
I know that is amazing. So once again, Avanti, I just want to let the audience know that we are here with Avanti, who's one of our judges, and she's for the Dream Voice, again an online singing contest. So please, anybody, anywhere, all around the world can participate. This is an online contest, and
Yes.
we have age categories. We have little champs, which is 3 to 13. Then you have the teen, which is 13 to 19, and then the super champs, of course, which is 19 and above. So what are we waiting for? It's all for a good cause. It's all for the smiles of those children, who need us in these times. So please, please, 24th is the last day to send in your entries. Okay.
Yes, make sure
So,
you get them in. We're so excited to hear them and to hear your beautiful voices. So make sure you get them in today. It's literally the last day. We got this.
Thank you, Avanti. Okay, Avanti. Indian classical music, devotional
Yes.
music, gospel music, Broadway, theater, acting. Girl, you have mastered it all, should I say? And that is just amazing. So, is for a layman, it's all very, very different. But is
Yes.
there something similar in some forms, or how does it work? Can you tell us more about it?
Totally. So my, as you mentioned, all of these seem eclectic and they seem very different. My initial training is in Hindustani classical music, and I trained under the tutelage of Dr. Prabhatre. So it was amazing. And then, when I lived in the US, I actually did a lot of devotional music. And then when I moved to Bombay is when I started training. I also did, like you mentioned, church, gospel, Broadway. And while they all seemed different and they were at different stages, I think the thing connecting them, like you mentioned a little bit earlier, was just this idea of appealing to the soul, And for me, what I try to do is take all of these eclectic styles and try to imbibe them into this, pop soul sound, whereby I'm attempting to kind of make some of these older sounds accessible to a younger generation, and kind of making them fun, right? Because to a lot of people, when you think classical, when you think all of these, you think, oh, that's boring, or that, oh, that's for an older generation. But it's beautiful to see how truly foundational they are and how truly beautiful and artistic they are. And so for me, I think that's the main thread.
That's amazing. So is there any favorite? I'm sure it's like asking a mother who's your favorite child, but
Yeah.
is there anything that is really close to you, or and you would want to hum something in that those lines?
I think one that I would really enjoy is a song, you might probably know it. It's called Amazing Grace.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love singing that. So I'll sing a couple lines, and let's also make sure we can sing it. So if you're wondering why I'm keep taking this off, this is kind of where the mic speaker is.
Yeah, no worries.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
your ears
I
will
know,
be blasted.
I know.
Okay. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Yeah, so that's Amazing Grace.
So beautiful. That was so beautiful, Avanti. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know. Avanti, so you've been doing, so Vibha, Vibha is a non-profit, and we really act as a social venture catalyst. And we've been actually impacted more than 2 million children, between US and India. And it's mostly in the field of education. And since, and we've been there since 1991, and this is almost like a completely volunteer-driven organization. So I think you too, you've been studying global health and, psychology. So you've also, are a part of a lot of initiatives. So would you want to tell us more about it?
Totally. And I think, it's so amazing that you're impacting education, because education is really, it changes a person's life, right? It's not just a question of literacy, right? Literacy is super important to be able to function in our world and society as it is. But I think education, broadly speaking, opens your mind and opens your perspective up to so many things, And I just about finishing my education formally, in the sense of, so I'm doing a dual degree at Harvard and the Berklee College of Music. And so I, finished my undergrad, and I'll be doing my master's. And I, through my work at college, but also beforehand, I've done a lot, like you mentioned, in the space of global health and education. And I think just fundamentally, things like health and education are so important and fundamental to society, that all of us who have the privilege of taking part in them, and having access to both healthcare and education, we kind of owe it as our duty to pass that forward and to pass that on, And if you look at health, and especially at a time like this, right, a lot of people think of health as either something that's very personal or something that may or may not affect them. But health really is the basic unit of productivity. Like, if you look at what's happening in the world today, just the threat to our very health is sending our economy, in a crazy spiral. And just the threat to people's education and the way in which they learn is has a potential to be so debilitating. So I think it's so important to be able to start young and start, at the grassroots, like all of you are doing. And I think it's incredible to have that, and armed with a great education, you have the ability to kind of face the world and its challenges, because it's not just about what you learn and imbibe mentally, but it's also about the holistic learning, and whether it's the teacher-student relationship, or with your peers, or even home learning. I think it's just so amazing, and so grateful to you all for everything you do.
Thank you. Thank you, Avanti. And, in these times when people are home, that's one of the reasons, why we've come up with this contest, where everybody can be a part of this good cause, right? Anybody, anywhere can participate. All you need to send is, a 2-minute video, and the 24th is the last day to submit the entries. And then we'll be having 20 entries picked from that. And of course, judges like Avanti are going to be judging you. So, you want your voice to be heard by them. So please go ahead and send in your entries. Our partners are Shankar Mahadevan Academy and Anand Entertainment. And our co-hosts are Heritage School of Performing Arts, Gata Rahe Mera Dil, Nishon Radio, Fanesha Radio, Harshad Rajpure's films. So, this is... this is very close to, our hearts. So please go ahead and send in your entries. Okay. So Avanti, even your music videos, right? Now, all of them, they carry such a strong message, and it's amazing, right? So do you conceptualize, do you write them? Is it all you, or, you kind of, how does it work?
So thank you so much for recognizing that, because to me it is important to put across the message, not necessarily in a, oh, we're being preachy, let's make sure it has a message, but rather, I think, to me, my sense of music, the way in which I write and release music, is I almost write it to a younger self, and so for me, it's important, if I feel empowered, and if that allows anybody else to feel empowered in whatever way, that means the world to me. And empowerment, whether it's in terms of upliftment, whether it's in terms of just your emotions and whatever it might be. So even if it's a fun dance-based song, like, it's important to me to have a storyline, because you're really telling a story, And so the other aspect is, I don't think anything in life is possible without support systems and without, a collaborative ecosystem. So I've loved collaborating with incredible directors, producers, writers. We've often co-written these scripts together, even within the song process. So I think it's a beautiful journey and experience, and I absolutely have enjoyed doing it. So I'm glad you've enjoyed the videos too.
Oh, they are beautiful. I think they are just so well made, especially the one in which, it's about demanding respect, right?
Yes.
Where I think that's just so, it's very nice. So could you just, any of your videos, I'm sure you're, anything that's one of your favorites, could you please, sing one of your singles?
Totally. So one of the singles that till date, I released it over a year ago, but to date I still get messages about it. It's a song of mine called Thank You Please, which I released last year. And for context, it's a song that I wrote after a breakup, which of course there's 10,000 breakup songs. However, what was special about the song was that I think whether it's a personal romantic breakup or whether it's just the end of any experience, right? I think a lot of us are facing endings right now in whatever capacity. And for example, my grandfather passed away a couple weeks ago, and he had a beautiful life, and an end to a life is something that is sad, but I think should be celebrated. So to me, the message was really, yes, this has ended, but how do you show your gratitude, and how do you say thank you? So this is a song. It's called Thank You Please, and thank you please to you all for listening. And also, I'm super excited to hear your entries. So
yeah.
Let's see, and let's do it. Here we go. And what I've also done in this song is I've put a little portion of, we were talking about the background, so a little classical piece in it. It's called a tan. So you'll hear it, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over till we say goodbye. Still enough in me to go and give it another try. But if stormy waters made you fear the sea, I'll leave you on the shore. Just let me leave you with a thank you, please, for every little kiss, every little fight, for every time you held me through the night, for all the times we laughed, all the times we cried, for every single moment by your side. I wanna say thank you for the ride. Sailing in sunsets, how we rolled on through the tide. You taught me everything I needed to feel. Now I know that is real. If you're at home, Rich, you can feel free to sway. Ooh, I never knew emotions could be so strong. I never knew the ocean could lead me wrong. Oh, thanks. Stormy waters got the best of me, but I'm better than before. And for that I wanna thank you, please, for every little kiss, every little fight, for every time you held me through the night, for all the times we laughed, all the times we cried, for every single moment by your side. I wanna say thank you for the ride. Sailing in sunsets, how we rolled on through the tide. You taught me everything I needed to feel. Now I know that is real. Riga 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 pa ga ri ni sa riga pa ga ri ga sa. I just wanna say thank you, thank you. I just wanna say thank you, thank you for the love and the light, all the sleepless nights I never knew. For the sink and the swim, all the warmth of your skin, I never knew. Never knew. Never until you. I wanna say thank you for the ride. Sailing in sunsets, how we rolled on through the tide. You taught me everything I needed to feel. Now I know that it is real. Riga 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 pa ga ri ni sa riga pa ga ri ga sa. Riga 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 pa ga ri ni sa riga pa ga ri ga sa. You taught me everything I needed. Now I know that is real. Now I know Thank you, please.
That was absolutely phenomenal, Avanti. So for the audience, you should all go and check her other songs out. I think all her videos, all of them are just so well made. They all carry a message, and of course, you have her sweet voice. So it's just beautiful. Thank you, Avanti. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you,
For,
please.
I think that is just amazing. So, Avanti, talking about music videos, do you the current in India, right? People are also making a lot of videos and music
Yes.
videos. Is there anything that anybody who's whom you like, or any favorites there?
Totally. And I think, you and I were talking about this earlier with Ritviz. I absolutely love what he's done with his video concepts because they're incredible and so
Yeah.
amazing. Of course, if you look at Pratik Kuhad, Raja Kumari, they're all doing so, so well. And there's so many folks in the kind of Indian indie music scene, whether it might be Kavya Trehan on one hand, or it might be a Malika Manoj or an Aditi Ramesh. They're all doing such incredible work. So definitely check them out.
Yes, I know. And so, anything, Ritviz, of course, as we mentioned, any of your favorite from the Ritviz album?
Yes, I love his song Sage. It's so good.
Yes.
It's
So,
so good.
yeah, would you mind singing that for us, Avanti?
Yeah, totally. And I mean, he uses a lot of electronic elements, so I'm gonna try to mirror those with my voice. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Mm, ah, दिल के धड़कन से हो आए जाना हमरे सब के हो जाए आना बिस्तर धूरे तो कैसे सोए जाना बिस्तर धूरे लो रे सुनाना तू कायनात 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 लोरी सुनाना.
That was beautiful. I think
Thank
you did do it so well. You could mirror the beats. I could hear the beats of the song.
Yeah, because like the
That
whole
was-
he
yeah,
plays with the synth. So
it is amazing. Avanti, thank you. So again, audience, have you all sent in your entries? Do you want to tell everybody to please send them as soon as they can?
yes, I mean, y'all, it's for an incredible cause, and I am so excited to hear your entries, and I know the other judges are as well. So please send them in so we can hear them. And it doesn't matter whether you win or lose. I mean, it is a competition, which is awesome. But I would love to be able to hear your voices, and I would love for you to be able to contribute and share your talent on this incredible platform. So definitely send them in. Don't forget, today's the last day, and can't wait to see them.
Yes, I know. Sing for the smile, sing for a cause, sing to make a difference. So please just send in your entries, the dream voice. More details about it are in the comment section below. So please, go ahead, visit, and Avanti will be sharing the flyer too. So you'll have more details on that too. So please go ahead. Okay, Avanti. So other than the indie, pop, any Bollywood, old, new, again, your favorites, which you really listen to, or right now on your current playlist?
Totally. I mean, if you're talking about old stuff, I'm a huge fan of so many singers, Jagjit ji, Kishore ji, and Lata ji, and obviously. One of my favorite songs is Kabhi Kabhi Mere Dil Mein.
Wow.
And it's such a gorgeous song and has such beautiful meaning,
Yes. So please, let's hear it.
A couple lines,
let's hear it before we sign off. Yeah.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yes.
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है. Musical Florence.
Beautiful, Avanti. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And Avanti, one last thing. You just graduated. There are a lot of graduates there, who graduated this year.
Yes.
Any message for all of them that you would like to give them?
Totally. So whether you're graduating from high school, college, grad school, preschool, whatever it is, I know this is a crazy, crazy time to graduate because, we're all graduating virtually and it's not probably what you had hoped for or dreamed of. And while it may not be the worst thing in the world compared to what else is going on, I think it is still a moment and a celebration and you deserve it. And it might feel like a loss to not have proper graduation. So please cherish that time. Please celebrate yourself, and if you're entering into a new chapter of your life, whatever that might be, just know that life will always give you a time like this to pause and really reflect on what it is that we're doing and what it is that you want to be, how you want to associate with the world. So I would look at it as, kind of making lemonades out of lemon. And I wish you all the best of luck in whatever it is that you're doing. And I know that the world will go back to some new sense of normal, whatever that might be. And I hope that you're able to be a part of that, and sending you and your loved ones so, so, so much love. And thank you so much to you, Ruchi, and to,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Avanti. We really, I think even again, going back to the graduates, I think when you step out, just learn to be a little kind, learn to do a little good. It's the little bits of goods, which kind of overwhelm the world, done by everybody, right?
Totally.
So it's very important, to maybe go and, maybe volunteer somewhere. It's very important, to give back. So good luck, Avanti. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing this with me. It was just amazing chatting. And one last time, the Dream Boys, please send in your entries. Today is the last day.
Please send them in. I'm so excited to listen, and I know the other judges are too. And huge shout out to Vibha for, basically spreading smiles, and what we're all trying to do is sing for a smile and come together and celebrate that and support these children. So huge shout out to Team Vibha, to Ruchi, to Durgesh, to everybody, and so grateful to have you here. And send in your entries. Don't forget.
Thank you so much, Avanti. You have a great night. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. See you.